Remember, this entire manga and every manga on this channel is hand-drawn by myself. And now you too can learn exactly how to make your own viral Dragon Ball mangas at www.makemanga.com. Learn directly from me and change your life forever. Link in the description and pinned comment. But as the God Killer would insult from above, a truly exhausted and perhaps even beaten back down to base Goku would huff and puff in the pain, tiring from surviving the last attack. Damn it! But as he shows his frustration finally at Vegito's words and his own inferiority, Goku's eyes would reopen again to show his Seraphim form, with his arm penetrating the ground itself, smashing down, creating a rippling of destruction all around. But shockingly, as he would do so, something strange would begin to happen to Goku, as his hair would suddenly rise into the air and flash a bright cyan blue to match his eyes. The moment would be so brief though, it would almost seem like it was an illusion, as his hair in the next second would return back to black and his base look. But all the while, Goku would continue to grit his teeth and growl as his power would continue to forcefully grow, with him itching to push every little inch of strength out of himself to keep up with Vegito. But it would seem even in that brief moment, the sudden change in appearance would not go unnoticed by the God Killer, who looking on with a curious eye would think, "Now what was that I just saw? That wasn't normal. Clearly, there's still a level for me to push this kid to." That's it, Vegito! As seemingly done with his power-up now, Goku would stare at the God Killer with frustration building, yelling, "I'll prove to you, we can do this another way!" Blasting off from the spot, pinpointed at Vegito in the sky. And immediately, things would take another turn for the equal, as instantly the two would collide forearms, reaching a standstill. Kakarot! Vegito! And shouting out each other's names as their colored eyes lock onto one another, a truly blinding light of energy that be seen from their collision, as their ridiculous powers rise to untold levels. And with time moving so fast in the pyramid of power, it wouldn't be long before an entire 5 years of battle would pass, with a lone standing weakened and beaten Goku left on the battlefield with his back turned to us, unknown whether still in his Seraphim state or now finally finished. But once we get a closer look, the truth is more clear, as a truly drained of all his energy Goku would be seen barely able to keep his eyes open, now back to black, and for sure back in base, as he can no longer even say a word before falling suddenly straight forward, as if having nothing left in his legs anymore to even keep him standing. And laying there, face first, Goku would seemingly now appear completely beaten and done for. What progress he's made in the last 5 years, however, is still yet to be determined, nor where even his opponent is. But eventually, a short distance away, a all too familiar pair of feet, complete with a Frieza-like tail, would begin to land on the ground. And showing himself grumbling and damaged himself, true demon Vegito would appear, still in his full form with blood-red eyes, but holding onto his shoulder with a scowl as he says, "My God, Kakarot! What a battle you put on! That Seraphim form of yours is just beyond the training of mere angels. Whether I've let loose most of my fusions or not, you pushed me to almost my very limits. That is not something to scoff at." Before quickly, then turning his back and beginning to crack his neck with his hand nonchalantly. He would just look behind at Goku's body and then add, "But in the end, Son Goku, it seems just like all gods, angel or not, you fall short of ever dreaming of defeating me. Whatever this demon's power is, it is the only thing, it seems, that will allow me to get my revenge. I guess there truly is no choice in the end, and I will deal with the consequences alone when they come." Wait a second! But just as Vegito would begin to disregard Goku, something odd would be sensed by the God Killer from behind. What on earth? This feeling, is that? As when Vegito would turn his head around, a bright light would begin to illuminate absolutely everything around him, as his mouth would slowly simultaneously open in shock before... Oh! What is going on? As unbelievably, with an opening from the heavens themselves, a portal of light would open within the Pyramid of Power and shine down a truly divine light of energy onto the battlefield. Its target not at first clear before... Kakarot! Soon concaving its appearance to now a powerful cylinder of light on the ground, all surrounding one central figure in particular, as waves of smoke and debris blow out in all directions in circular bellows. And in a shocking sight, once we look deeper into the light, as if being summoned and revived by the gods above, Goku's lifeless unconscious body is seen dragged upwards into the sky. Could the angels be calling on one of their own to otherworld? It would seem almost like that. As one zoomed in on Goku's face, his eyes would remain closed, his body not moving at all as it reaches higher and higher into the sky. Until in a blink of an eye, Goku's body, as if moving on its own instinct, would flip back into an upright position. And if you want more, the next video is already up live on my Patreon right now for over 4,500 plus incredible patrons who are getting early access episodes for life, as well as actively seeing hidden Ultra Vegito content. And if you want that too, head to my Patreon to see the full next video and see what Goku's new Seraphim form is truly capable of in yet another very long episode. So join now and talk to me. Links are in the description and pinned comment.